Mic falling off and all. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Nicole Bazaar. Nicole, thank you for being here this morning so early. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you for being here. Who's that? Kella C1, thank you for being here. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. I'm adjusting my mic as I talk. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi drivers, delivery drivers, long-distance truck drivers. Shout out to my brother Troy Stars Trucking vlogs on YouTube. Please go over there and support his channel. Tell him that SouFLoTV sent you. Shout out to every clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Not somebody that wants really good for yourself and then you want like 50% of good for others. You know, there's a lot of people out there like that. They want to see you win, but they don't want to see you win-win. They don't want to see you do better than them. So it's yeah while you're doing good. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm rooting for you. Go get it. Get it, SouFLo. Damn, he doing too good now. Okay, I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm not even watching his videos no more. Yeah, so shout out to those people. Manners and respect, people, and thank you for being here. Let me shout out some names this morning. Yvonne Stevenson, thank you for being here. Colleen Green, thank you for being here. Ernestine Henry, thank you for being here. And Beverly Reed, thank you for being here. Marcia Thomas, thank you for being here. Andrew Skinner, thank you for being here. And Roseanne Unstoppable, thank you for being here. When we start call out name, if I don't call your name, then it's not because I didn't see you. It's probably because you have a weird name and probably I can't see the name or something. I'm out here trying to style in these glasses. For those of you who think I wear glasses, I don't wear glasses. I don't wear glasses. It's a beautiful Monday morning. Beautiful Monday morning. Got going kind of late, but I'm here. I'm not the only one late. Somebody is jumping out the door right now. Coffee in one hand, books or bag in another hand, 1 foot in the pants. Oh, damn, I got to go. That kind of stuff. Just be careful out there this morning. All right? Be careful out there. Arrive alive is how we say it. You don't have to speed. Arrive alive. Nothing is worth your life. I know how it is when you go into work and your boss said, you've been late constantly. You know, if you can't be on time, we're going to have to replace you. And you see people flying down the highway, shing, shing, just like my last chance before I get fired. Arrive alive. All right? If you die today, they'll replace you today. Not tomorrow. If you die today, they will replace you today. All right? Big up on yourself and thank you for being here. Listen, we did a story yesterday about a young man that went missing in Jamaica, right? So I decided to check. Yes, thank you, Lady Joy. My face looks definitely, it's still a bit swollen because it was a bad infection, but it looks, I mean, come on, it looks way better. So yes, thanks for the feedback. And my eye, I just put this on because I just woke up. I almost missed morning thoughts. Yeah. So, but I'm doing good, feeling good, doing good. You know how your eyes look when you wake up in the morning. I don't use makeup and all that. I don't have a lighting team and a makeup team. So I don't look like I'm ready for Fox 5 News in the morning and all that. So we did a story yesterday about a young man who was missing in Jamaica, a U.S. citizen. And I decided to check right before I got on this morning. And this is where we're at. That's him. His name was Cezanne. Right? His mom left a comment yesterday in the comment section. His mom said she wanted to get in touch with me, use my platform to help. You can go read the comments. It's under the video. I pinned it, so it'll be the first comment you will see. She said she wanted to use this platform to help to locate him and whatnot. Well, I was waiting for her. I gave her all my information, like, yeah, reach out, let's get it moving, because you know time is of the essence, type of thing. And lo and behold, I wake up this morning and the headline says American Saison Grayer no longer missing. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy that he is no longer missing. However, I am not happy with the limited information that they put out. Some people will say, okay, man, he's found, so just move on. No, this happens a lot. This happens a lot. And I want accountability. I want explanation. Because you see, when things like this happen, you go read the comment sections. When things like, oh, Jamaica is the worst place on earth. Why did you go there? See, I'm telling people, don't go there. Now your son's missing, or now the young man's missing, and Jamaica is hell on earth. Jamaica, all they do is kill people there. You sure to get killed if you go, like, all these comments. When they find the people, they just show up and say, oh, the person was found. Bye. Like, you got everybody worried. You got people out here doing videos. You got people out here calling Jamaica on your behalf. You got people out here looking out from all different angles. And you just show up to say, okay, we found him, bye. No. So I'm hoping that she still contacts us to give us a story, the full story. Where was he found? Whose company was he in? Why did he go off on his own after saying that he was feeling suicidal? There's so much more to the story that should have been told that is not being told. Anyways, it says that 20, and he's only 20 years old. 20, and he just turned 20 years old. 20-year-old Saison Gaynor of Buckner Boulevard, Texas, USA, who had been missing since Monday, has resurfaced, the police said, and he is said to be in good health. Gaynor was reportedly last seen at a guest house in West End Negril and had not made contact with his family in about a week, because from the 3rd to the 9th, it was almost a week already, right? And he was missing up until the 9th, which was yesterday. Today is the 10th. Gaynor last reportedly seen at a guest house. The funny thing too was they didn't, oh, he was reportedly last seen at a guest house. Mode of dress when he went missing is unknown. They didn't put out like what was he last seen wearing. Like on Jamaica's side, when people go missing, they give everything but the right information. It's the same thing for like when someone is involved in something, they'll say James Jones, 32 years old, from Ruckus Lane in 16th Avenue in Montego Bay, is a welder, was involved in, and we're like, what the hell does his occupation have to do with, and it has nothing to do with it. So anyhow, I just hope they let us know a story behind this. They do this all the time, and I'm trying to tell you this. Listen, people are helpful until you act as if you are ungrateful. You owe them a story. It goes the same way for the missing people on the island. I know just tourists we worried about going missing. We're worried about our children going missing. Jamaica has so many missing children, man. It's not even funny. I mean, the list is long. You would wonder how so many people go missing from one little island. Like, the list is long. Just go and type in Google Jamaica missing children or Jamaica missing people, and you will see the list, and you'll see the faces, and you'll see the dates they went missing, and you will realize that the list is long. Some people haven't been seen in years and were never found. Others were found. They didn't even bother to tell anybody that they found them. They just ticked them off the registry and just sent them on their way. I want an explanation. I want an explanation. You had us worried. You know what I mean? I'm glad he's found. I'm glad he's found alive, because for a male to go missing in Jamaica for a whole week, I have never done a story, covered a story, or seen a story where a male went missing in Jamaica for a whole week and he showed up okay. Never. So this one right here, I want to know the backstory. Obviously, he probably went off on his own, probably having, you know, that. And remember, I told y'all, man, this is the time where you don't put your children out the house. We need to stop pushing that, oh, you're 18 years old, get out narrative, because 18, 19, 20, they are weak. I don't care. That's the time when we normally think we are the strongest. Nobody could tell me nothing. I just hit 18. I'm an adult now. I've been waiting to be an adult my whole life. You've been waiting to be an adult your whole life, right? A lot of us grow up saying that. I can't wait till we get big. Wait till we get big. One dumpling them I give me when we get big. Me boil all 6 dumplings and eat the whole of them. One piece of chicken me get enough. When we get big, me I buy the whole chicken. You just can't wait to get big. So at 18, you think nobody could tell you nothing. 19 and 20, still a baby. Still a baby. Still trying to figure out what direction to go and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You guide them. You got to guide them. You got to keep them closer than ever. Because at that age is when the world is open to them. They can travel on their own. They could go overseas on their own. You know what I mean? Somebody says 18 and 19, your children are broke. Thank you, Sir Alfred Benjamin, good morning, and thank you for being here. They broke. They have no resources to get, and they're easily preyed upon. If somebody's sitting out there that's waiting, that's all kinds of nasty. They have a little apartment where they could stay. They have all the illicit things they could get into to make it really feel like freedom for them. And they easily reel them in. You want to be up all night, party all night? Hey, tonight we go into this spot. It happened to me. It happened to me when I got to England. By the grace of Almighty God, I ended up in good company. That is why I say it's one Caribbean for me. And shout out to my Trinidadian family, because it was Trinis that saved me when I moved to New York, and it was Trinis that saved me when I went to London, England to live, and I lived there for 2 years. It was Trinidadians, see? But I ended up in good company. But it's there. Come on, we partying. Let's go out tonight. Oh, don't worry about that. They'll even throw in everything. You don't have a good outfit? I'll take you shopping. I got money. And you're out there. You're just happy to be away from home. You're happy to be away from all the madness you grew up around, or the people you think were stressing you. All mommy was trying to do was get you on the right track, but you weren't trying to hear all that. You know? So now you're out in the world. You're making your own decisions. You're doing your own thing. They are vulnerable as hell. Okay? So it's not the type of age to be letting your child go. A GoFundMe was set up right after we found out that he went missing. And someone said, boy, SouFlo, I don't know, this seems suspicious to me, because him go missing and GoFundMe set up right away. Someone told me about the GoFundMe, and I asked the person, I said, what good is a GoFundMe if your child is missing? Because the only way I think the GoFundMe would have been valuable is if the mom was going to use the money to go down to Jamaica herself and look for her child and employ other resources to find her child. And lo and behold, that is exactly what she did, actually. Because when she left her comment, she said, I am on my way to Jamaica right now as we speak, and she'll be in touch. But she never got in touch. Instead, I woke up to, he is found. So did she make it to Jamaica? I just want to find out about the rest of the story. So come on, Star. Come on, Gleaner. Come on, JCF. Let out the real story. All right? But blessings upon that man. And I know his mom's heart must be bursting with joy just to find her son alive. Just to find him alive. It was Mother's Day. What a hell of a news to get on Mother's Day. You know, what a hell of a situation to be going through on Mother's Day, when everybody else is running out buying flowers for mom, sending texts saying, hi, mommy, we love you, miss you, and you here, your child missing. freshly missing. At that point, which was yesterday, had been missing for almost a week already. He went missing on the 3rd. He had the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. He was still missing. And I woke up this morning on the 10th and he's found. So he was pretty much missing for a whole week. Right? So, but hear what? I see a lot of people, right, bashing Jamaica hard as hell. I would be a fool to travel there, to go there all the time, to invest there, to tell you that this is where I'm going to retire at, because I'm not getting old here. I am not retiring here. I promise you I'm not. Only thing that can stop me from that is death or severe illness. But other than that, out. I work in the healthcare system here. I see what aging here looks like when you're not filthy rich. You understand? And versus what aging looks like back home. For me, back home, people age with dignity. They live out their last days with dignity. I feel so good when I'm driving through Clarendon and I still see like old people. These people they were old from I was young. And now I'm grown and they're older. Majority of the people in the area that I come from, they live until they're in their 90s, in their early 100s. That's how it goes there. And they're able to still walk around if they can walk, right? Go for a little stroll. People come and check on you, have a conversation with you. Or you just prop up yourself on your front veranda and everybody hail you up when they're passing. Evening, Mass George. I just say evening. And if you want anything done, you say, Richard, come here now. Come here. And they come. Take up that, put it on the veranda for me there. And people take it up on you. Want me to do anything else for you? You all right? Because these people know you their whole life, that kind of thing. Me not age in a place where people are flip me in a bed and flip me back this way and forget to check on me. And me start catch bed sore and nobody is coming to visit me because everybody I know dead off already and all kind of something. They take my house, they want to sell my house and talk about you're no longer fit to live on your own, so we're going to sell your house and we're going to use the money from your house to take care of you for the rest of your life. And you're going to get 3 therapies a day. And they're dragging me to speech therapy. Look here, I'm 98 years old. When may I do it speech therapy? And they're billing it because they have to write off how much that house costs. See? So you have a $250,000 house. Okay. He's doing speech every day. He's doing physical therapy every day. He's doing occupational therapy every day. Mr. SouFLo can't really feed himself anymore because he has the tremors. Okay, so we're going to send him to OT and make sure that he strengthens that side, and they come up with some kind of strategy to steady the hand with an adaptive spoon and all this other stuff. They just have a whole bunch of stuff to take away your damn house. Something that you're supposed to be like passing down. Pay it off and pass it down. You understand? Say bye to earth and go off into the universe. Go off to be with the Almighty and them gone with your house. I'm not growing old here. I'm sorry. So I would be a fool to come Jamaica on my hand, Jamaica on my wall, Jamaica on my shirt. Me, I said Jamaica, encouraging people to return, to invest, stop being so scared and all this other stuff. And then I'm hiding and I'm not doing it. Or it's a bad place. It's not a bad place. Bad things happen there. But it's not a bad place. The place needs some fix up, but it's not a bad place. There are a lot of good people there and there are a lot of good things there. There's beauty there. There's vibrancy there. There's a culture there, an underculture there as well, where, it's just that not all of us could afford to live in gated communities. And believe it or not, a lot of people work their whole lives and retire, and they go off into their retirement age, and they don't have millions of dollars to retire on. So what I'm going to encourage you all to do this morning, man, for those of you who are not investing, for those of you who are not saving, please start doing so towards your retirement, towards those days when you cannot no longer get up and go. And you might feel fit and think that those days aren't coming, but they are. It's the cycle of life. All right? It's the cycle of life. I was telling wifey the other day, I said, boy, life funny. I'm born with no teeth. I'm about to be a toothless lion soon. They keep taking out my damn teeth. Oh, this wisdom tooth needs to go. That wisdom tooth needs to go. This one's bad. We can't fix it. This one needs to go. Hey, stop. No more teeth. So life has a way of showing you, like, you're born with no teeth. Then you get some teeth, but they're temporary teeth. Probably God just want to see how you look with teeth. It's like, should I give him teeth? Should I get? Okay, you get your little teeth. Then remember your first set of teeth before they fell out, and then you walk around with no teeth in the front and just a big hole in your mouth, like like how my daughter looks now. See? And then you get teeth again, and those teeth are stronger, and these teeth are supposed to carry you through life. And then you get older again, and then them teeth start drop out. What didn't decay starts to shake. If it's not shake, it's infected. If it's not infected, it's this, it's that, it's impacted, and all kind of something. So that's life, man. That's just life. We won't be up and about and running and strong all the time. So prepare for days to come. You know what I mean? Prepare for days to come. Anthony Merchant, shout out to you and thank you for being here. Beloved, my beautiful Jamaica, Suzette Atkinson, me not lie, is nowhere like it. What I find happen is this, because I have to change the narrative, because a lot of people, because I do cover a lot of crime stories, a lot of people do say, Jesus Christ, the next one of them story, a boy SouFlo, I'm afraid of Jamaica, I'm not lying, I'm not going back. I don't want to be the person you put that on. I don't, because there are a lot of beautiful videos out there also, but you don't tune into those. People tend to not tune into positive news. When I go to Jamaica for a week, do you know that the last time we were in Jamaica, which is last month, right? I literally have about 20 videos left to post to this channel. Because when I go to Jamaica, I don't sit still. I maximize my time. I try to go places, see people, do things, you know, because I love the island so much. And I'm not there afraid, biting fingernails, scared, locked up in no house and all that. So I don't want to push that and have people think that that is what it is. When I say on my channel, I'm going to Jamaica or I'm in Jamaica, I always see a lot of God be with you and please come back in one piece, and oh my God, it's so dangerous there. I hope you guys are all right. So forth. Please protect the wife and the kids and this. And I'm like, man, if I get more well wishes and hope you're going to be safe going to Jamaica than I do when I tell people, hey, I'm on a deployment. My unit just got orders and we're about to head off to Afghanistan. They're like, oh, you deploying? All right, man, best of luck to you. See you when you get back. And that's a combat zone, right? That's a combat zone. Bullets flying, things blowing up, all that. I'm going to Iraq. All right, damn. How long you going to be gone for? All right, wish you all the best. See you when you get back. I'm going to Jamaica. Oh, you going to Jamaica? Jesus Christ. It's not safe. It's not safe. I hope you come back in one piece. They have me worried. And I know I don't have nothing to worry about, and they have me worried, right? So that right there, I don't want to be the one who you say I'm scared of Jamaica because of SouFLoTV. Jamaica is beautiful, man. If I could bottle up the joy that I feel when I'm there, the freedom that I feel when I'm there, the vibes when I'm there, if I could bottle it up and just bring it back and distribute it to each one of you, especially the ones who keep saying, "Mina go back." We call them the people who throw a rock stone behind them. I'm never going back. That kind of stuff. If I could just bottle up the new Jamaica for you and give it to you. I shouldn't even say the new Jamaica, just Jamaica, and give it to you. You would want to be back. The goal is to better yourself, right? Check it out. This is a secret. We know that in Jamaica, money talk. That's everywhere money talks. Everywhere money talks. The rich man's children get away in the US too with a lot of stuff that regular people can't get away with. It's just how the world's set up. See? So once you've decided that, okay, this is where I'm going to live, you have to be on the ground. You have to be in tune with the culture. You have to be in tune with the people. If you stay on the outside and all you tune into are the crime stories, then you're just going to find yourself staying on the outside longer and longer and longer till you start saying, well, hell, it's been 20 years since I've been back. I'm sure out of touch. Now I'm really scared because you don't know nobody and you don't know how the place is. And the streets that you remember don't even exist no more. They built highways over that. Cars zoom past that. It's a whole toll road like you in the US now. The place changed up, high-rise buildings, all kind of stuff. You're lost. So you got to stay in touch. You know what I mean? You have to stay in. That's why I send y'all to stuff like Orville Expressions channel, and what another one of my subscribers sent us to something Brown. I forgot his name, but me and wife have been binging on his movies as well because they're located where she's from, right? So we've been binging on the movies, but I send you to these places so you can stay in the culture. Brandon's real life situation. Brandon's real life situation says, disagree. Jamaica is more violent now than ever. Yes, it is. I'm not arguing that it isn't. It is. It is more violent now than ever. And in all actuality, if you look at, don't take my word for it. Go and look up, and it's on the Jamaica.gov site. Go and look up Jamaica murder by numbers history. Just put into Google Jamaica murder by numbers history. There's going to be a whole lot of different stuff. Click on the .gov site or the .ja.gov site, and it will run it back for you. And you will see that we've been getting these numbers for the last 15, 20 years. Okay? So for us to say it's more violent than ever before, it was violent like that 20 years ago. Guess what? A lot of us were 20 years younger, which made us children. A lot of us were 20 years younger, which made us really young and oblivious to what was going on. Technology was different than 20 years ago. Everything is amped up and ramped up now. So if a man is getting chopped up in Jamaica right now, somebody take out their phone, gossip, I put it on YouTube, I put it on Instagram, I put it on, and you go on Instagram, and boom, there you are. You're right in the chop up. You're able to experience the person running for their life, the other person chopping after them, and you're in it, and you're like, oh God, in my swing. Whoa, oh, and chop him and chop him. You couldn't do that 20 years ago. 20 years ago, when news dropped, you had to wait. You understand? You had to wait. Somebody did have to write you a letter, send picture, all these things, or you waited on major news entities to fix it how they want to fix it and give it to you. A lot of things have changed over the years that has made it seem like, but lo and behold, I went and did my own research, man. Jamaica by murder by the numbers, it's been like that for more than 2 decades. You understand? Lady Joy, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. This is why I say to you, if you stay here and you hide out, because we're hiding out enough. We're hiding out, we're living, we feel safe, you know, we're living, we're able to go to work, we don't worry about nobody. It's kind of like a false sense of security because you're only safe until you hear that woo woo behind you and you got to pull over. And now you're like, oh shit, I'm black in America. But driver license registration, they're right. That's all. Hope him don't shoot me or nothing high, officer. Make sure I put my hands up here so he doesn't say I was flinching. Jesus Christ, why is he asking me all these questions? I was just going to work. Why is he stopping me just because of, and you start to shake inside of yourself. Then you realize where you're at again, and your false sense of security disappears for a minute. And as soon as he pull you over and let you go, then it comes back again. Oh, I'm driving a nice car. I can afford it, but I couldn't afford it if I was in Jamaica. After work, when I go home, I'm going to my high salary job. I couldn't do this if I was in Jamaica. When I go home, I'm going home to my nice house. And if I couldn't do this if I was in Jamaica. And you start to tell yourself this narrative, right? There's people in Jamaica that are living way better than the people here. No lie. And they travel here for, and don't think it's just a little bit of numbers of them, you know. A whole heap of them, you know, that are living way better than here, you know. So let's not turn this into a talk down on America to big up Jamaica this morning. Let's turn this into a reality talk. The reality is that Jamaica has been violent for a long time coming. We just weren't paying attention. Now that we're in the mind frame, because you're not the same you were 20 years ago, things that affect you now didn't affect you 20 years ago. You didn't care about certain things 20 years ago. Nothing with 20 years ago, you did a skin out because you didn't get your first set of freedom. You moved away from home for the first time. All that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You had new things going on in your life. So you were preoccupied. 20 years forward, 2 decades, you're settled in a little bit now. You can look into things now. And now you're like, Jesus Christ, over 1,000 people get killed this year in Jamaica. No, something not going back. Well, if you look back every single year, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 13, all the way back 20 years, you will notice that the numbers are the same and have been the same steadily for all those years, for decades now. See? So it's not that Jamaica has just become so, it's this violent explosion. Politician, crooked politician, outside influences, you know who they are. Me not really play with them people there. I don't like to call their name because they're like the spooky people. You call their name and poof, they pop up and knocking on your door and that kind of stuff. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Politician, our crooked politician, those people, and a whole bunch of other things put into place and into play has destabilized Jamaica in a way that, and then not to mention, we are seeing the effects of brain draining. You know what brain draining is, right? It is when so-called first world countries go fishing and reel in all the brightest minds. So could you imagine that? You have a room full of 40 people in it. You go in that room and you take out the 10 brightest people in the room, the 10 most intelligent people in the room. See, you have 30 people left in the room. You go back and you take out the next 10 most intelligent people in the room. You have 20 people left in the room. You left the people in the room who are of the lowest as far as intelligence goes. And I'm not just talking about educational achievements, but that is a marker. So you take these out, the most progressive, the most forward-thinking ones. You take those out over decades. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is left? I hate to put it like this, but you left all the bottom feeders. So now you have bottom feeders breeding up with bottom feeders, creating more bottom feeders, and then we have these social economic conditions that become a reality in the country. Yes? So this is the thing that I think it's very important for us to go back. I'm not stopping school. I'm going to achieve what it is that I set out to do. I don't speak about it enough because some things you don't talk about, you just do it. And then when you do it and it's done, you come out and you show it off. Or you come out and you say, yeah, I've accomplished this. And then let people say, damn, I didn't know he was working on all that or whatever. But my goal, man, is to be somebody in my own place, in my own land. Not because I want the status. It's because I want to contribute back in a great way. You understand? So a lot of us are living overseas, not because we just plan on staying here forever. We're soaking up experience. We're gathering our resources. We're soaking up some intelligence, knowledge. We're saving. We are getting ready for the journey ahead. Because you can't just, it's just like them people talk about, move to Africa. Move to Africa and do what? Move to Africa. I see you. You say you're moving to Africa, but I know you. You're broke. You're broke as hell. So you're going to move to Africa and do what? Be a burden on Africa? Africa has a lot of broke people there already. So how about you at least get you a degree from some university that and some knowledge and expertise, or build you a company, start a company even. Do something that when you say, me, I move to Africa, you bring something with you that can contribute to upliftment, not only of yourself, but of the continent. So I'm here getting minds together. So when we plant foot in Jamaica now, It's not that, oh, I'm just there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here. I come sit down. I'm tired of foreign. I come back. Yeah, but you came back with what? You came back with what? A one car? The narrative needs to change. People want to go back with a Beamer and a Benz and don't even have a good house to live in, or don't even live in a nice community, and they have nothing to contribute. So the other hungry people around them see the Beamer and the Benz, and then we perpetuate this fakeness. It's fake it till you make it, or just fake it your whole life. Remember how the first perception of foreign was born in our minds? You remember when foreigner used to come down in the 90s, big, we used to call them chopperata. Big gold jewelry on and whole heap of chain, and them buy out the bar and come up a road, man, up a road with the up at Mr. Mullins' shop there. Mr. Mullins clear off up there, so top shelf, everybody drink on these things, and people are, and we're like, we're not fly out yet. So we're like, oh, foreign must be milk and honey. A bed of roses. We can't wait for reach foreign. How many of us reach foreign and then we suffer? And we batter about the place before we actually got somewhere where we can experience a bit of comfort. And then we started to build on that. And we realized that the narrative was fake and it was all about faking. Me don't want into the faking thing. See? I see a lot of people in here, your ego is hurt because you're talking about is not everybody broke and me not broke. I'm not trying to defend ask you to defend your financial situation. I'm not a dummy. I know that it's not everybody that's broke. You know what I'm saying? There's some very wealthy people out here that are Jamaican, that are from the Caribbean, period. But a Jamaica may have focused on this morning. So let's not go there and have to spoon feed people, spoon feed you everything, re-say everything I say and say it in a different way. If you're not broke, you're not broke. Matter of fact, if you're not broke, you don't have to come on social media and tell people, I'm not broke. It's usually broke people that have to do that. The people with real money, and some of us hood rich. Some of us are hood rich and we think we're wealthy. You're not. It's okay. I'm not asking nobody to validate their financial situation. So keep your I'm not broke, is not everybody broke kind of situation. I was giving an example. Majority of the people that bring that talk to me about going back to Africa or go somewhere so and go somewhere that's they're usually either broke or they're barely skimming. See? They hood rich. That stuff runs out when you land in a place where opportunities are limited and you do not have the ingenuity and the intelligence to start something up and get something moving. So I'm saying, put some things in place, get a wheel in motion, rolling, so when you hit the ground, you know, man, sometimes when we talk, we realize the message is for whoever is going to get it. And who don't get it, just whoops, don't get it. That's it. I gotta stop worrying about who don't get it. But then again, I'm such a teacher, I feel like it's the one person who didn't get it that I have to reach out to and make them get it. Kind of like Jesus, and what Jesus did say, he's not going to the synagogues and the church go preach to people. Because the people in the synagogues and the church are people who are already falling in line with the doctrine and, you know, the liberty and thing. You got to go over there. You got to go find them in the places that they be at. So it's kind of like that for me. But yeah, if you got real bread, real money, you don't need to come on and say it. You don't need to come and say it. If you one of them people that wears Gucci, Fendi, Prada, and all this, and a BMW and a Benz or something, you're probably broke. You're probably broke trying to convince everybody that you're wealthy and rich. But real rich people and wealthy people, you will see the man in a mom or dad jeans and some crusty sneakers, and you know, or you'll catch him at the airport in shorts and slippers, because that's how he travels, that's how he rolls, that kind of stuff. So anyhow, Jamaica is not bad. I encourage people to invest. I encourage people to return. I'm telling you that it does something to your mind when you stay here. You are being conditioned. Believe it or not, even the people who say to me, SouFlo, give us some positive news. Give us some, and I said, okay, let me switch up the narrative. And I started this now years ago. I do family vlog videos. I do videos about people from the Caribbean, especially Jamaicans that are overseas, that are high achieving. Just these like little motivators to say, hey, you can do it too kind of thing. Nobody pays attention to those videos. I do educational videos. Nobody pays attention to those videos. Those are the lowest viewed videos on the channel. Let me tell you today, man chop up his wife last night. Run up the numbers. You're the one that's feeding that stuff into your brain, you know? But maybe I should counter that with man chop up his wife last night in St. Elizabeth. This morning, 3-year-old boy got shot in a drive-by shooting in California. Then you maybe it would hit home better for you. Because I don't want to be the person to come and feel like every time I do a crime story about Jamaica, I have to do a crime story about the US too to make you feel okay. It's a platform that you run and a service you provide. And your material got to be in line with your platform. That's why my other channel, which is SouFLoTV, does beer Yankee things over there. But I see it's only Jamaican people come over there and they talking like Jamaicans in the comment section. And I'm like, man, I'm not even trying to entertain like the Jamaican crowd. I appreciate you being there, but I'm not trying to entertain the Jamaican crowd and turn it into a Jamaican thing on the other channel. We have this channel for that. Jamaican, Caribbean, world news, everything. Yasso. Over there, it's other type of stuff going on. See? But it's a beautiful island. A lot of madness go on there. It's not one of the places where you go play around. And it's always been like that. It didn't turn like that overnight. It's not one of the places you go play around and think everything is all good and everywhere is safe. That's why I was worried for this 20-year-old youth. Because I was asking valid questions. We don't know. Does he know the island? Is it his first time there? Or does he have connections on the island? That kind of stuff. I'm not telling anybody to go lock up in an all-inclusive. However, if you haven't been back in a while, so let me run it down for you real quick. Because there are people here who haven't been back in a while. And there are people here who swear they're never going back. So let me run it down for you real quick. One time gone, Jamaica never have GPS systems. So when you land at the airport, you had to tell somebody you were coming, or you had to bata on a minibus and a country bus or something to get to where you were going, or you charter somebody who have a car, right? Jamaica is much different now. For those of us who are able, you land in the place, you pick up your rental car, everything is booked from overseas. You land in, no need to even travel with cash on you. You land in the place, you pick up your rental car, you hit your GPS, put your address in where you're going, and you're gone, just like here. If I go to California, Texas, New York, any state in the US, that is exactly what I do. If I didn't drive there and I flew there, as soon as I get off the airport or off the airplane, I pick my car up in the airport. Same thing in Jamaica. As soon as you get off the airplane, you pick your car up in the airport. You don't even leave airport yet. And then you're in your car full of gas, tank full of gas. Brand new cars in good condition. Roadside assistance available, all these things. Well, don't go too far out your area. I got a video I'm about to post. We were in Jamaica and something happened to the car. I think a tire blowout. You'll see the video. And I was way out way and I called for help. And y'all will see what happened. But, you know, we're raised a certain way, so we handle stuff. But anyhow, the place is different. You're dropping at a place, pick up your rental car, throw it in your GPS, your address, on your way to your business. For those of you who haven't been back for a while, go stay in an all-inclusive and venture out slowly. Peep over the fence a little bit and say, it look different over there. See a little lady outside and she sell a few fruits and things. Take a few steps out the gate and go talk to her. Mommy, how you doing? Spend $1 or $2 with her. Talk to her. Buy some fresh fruits and veggies from her and talk to her. Right? and then venture a little bit further down the road, she'll tell us, say, yo, some good jerk chicken there right down there, so you know, all right, that's 10 steps more down there. And take your time and feel out the place again, because a lot of you are afraid, and you are rightfully so. You should be afraid because you haven't been back in a while, and the numbers look crazy. I mean, we're pushing up on 500 murders already for the year in Jamaica, but like I said, it's not new. All right, Papa, you like the glasses? Yeah, just come sit on me. Say good morning. You should tell them about Jamaica. So I'm going to want to come back now. Oh. So as you can see, Kai's up. Another thing I wanted to talk about this morning, but we'll just keep it on Jamaica until the video run out. I wanted to talk about the whole Beachy Stout thing and how they're getting bail, which is pretty odd, but again, that's how Jamaica run. You know what I'm saying? That's how Jamaica run. You have to know who to mix up with when you go to Jamaica. That's what Suzette says. Let me interact with the audience for the next few minutes. So Suzette Atkinson says you have to know who to mix up with when you go to Jamaica. That's a fact. You have to know who to mix up with. Nowadays, you don't have to tell nobody you're coming. Because believe it or not, you had family setting up family. And usually it goes along these lines. You're sending your money down there. You trust a family member. You know, you're looking forward to one day you'll retire, but you're far from retirement age. But you want to put the ball rolling. You want to get things in place. So you send them some money and you tell family you trust, say, listen, take some of this. This is your amount. And the rest, buy the block them for the house and get the house started. We have the land already. Weed out that piece to get the land clean up, get my thing going. And all along, your family, rotted him sending $2,000 US yesterday. Month later, I'm sending and it takes 1,500. I think I can keep this going. And you end up getting robbed by your own family. Now you dropped in the place and they don't have nothing to show you, right? So they're plotting on you. Like there's a lady who her son actually sent a hitman to pick up his mom at the airport, you know. And the hitman, they start crying. Did y'all see that story? The hitman started crying. The hitman said, Jesus Christ, Miss like him said, Miss Lou. I don't think that was her name, but him said, Jesus Christ, Miss Lou. If me didn't know, say you. But me can't do you that. All right, listen, me I tell you the truth. This is what your son want me to do. See? Your son said me for dash your way. All right? And the lady said she start bawl. And she has said, you know, she have pray like she has speak in tongues. Because she can't imagine say her son is a killer and she's in the car with him now. So every hair upon her body stand up because she's riding in the car with him. A dash was supposed to dash away, you know. All her luggage in the back and everything, I think is a truck him come pick her up with or something. But anyway, what the brother did was he dropped her off at a hotel and he told her, don't go back around there. So you got to be careful. These are the kind of behaviors and things that cause people to say, I'm not even telling family when I'm coming. Family might know, say, yo, I saw SouFLo stay now. He move with a little 1,000 US upon him every time him come. I don't know, big money, but we can get the food there. But you see, you know we face now, we have to send somebody else. See me? But the next person that come, they come in and thinking, kill him and take the money. They're not just thinking, take the money. So people started saying, listen, don't tell families till you come in. That's why I'm trying to tell you how Jamaica is now. It's not like one time. One time to reach Clarendon from Norman Manley International Airport was a long drive. And everybody knew you were coming, but way before you came. Now, I just drop in the place. Because I drop at the airport, pick up my car, drive straight to Clarendon by myself. Highways have been built. It's a shorter distance in time. I'm there in no time, right? So the place changed over time. And if you stayed away too long, you won't know all this. You won't know the convenience. You won't know the things that are set up there. Let's put it like this. I don't think there's anything here that they don't have there. It's just how it's used. For instance, police station in Jamaica have time of the day that they close of business. That don't happen in the US. It don't happen in England. It don't happen in Canada. It don't happen in any of these so-called first world countries, because crime does not have a time where it signs out and goes home. Right? So these are the kind of little things that I'm trying to loud up the place so they can tweak these things. And I'm hoping they tweak these things before I get there and decide I'm in age now where time for me to sit in, time for me to start doing my stuff here. Police have shutdown hours where police station closed. So if a man do you something, you better save that report for tomorrow. Or you better drive, go way around on so-and-so and over so-and-so to get a report. In. Ambulance. I call an ambulance here. The ambulance is in my yard in no time. You in Jamaica, you live in the rurals, you call an ambulance, good luck. You better not be having like a heart attack or something, because it's going to take a while for them to get to you. You bust a tire up on the side of the road, you don't know if it changed your tire. You call a tow truck to come tow your vehicle because something happened to your engine and you're just stalled out in a community that you don't know, in a wrong place, around a wrong part. It's getting dark. Good luck. You're left out there at the mercy of. And just good people there. The good people there are probably going to get to you before the tow truck gets to you. Well, go on, brother, I need some help. But then you're scared because you're scared because you don't know, you don't know the runnings. And a man will roll up and seem rough to you. For those of you who've been in foreign too long and you're so refined, you know, you don't even speak like that anymore. And it's just that booger yaga patois. You start to pull yourself away from your culture. So when a man jump out and him say, yo, brother, what go on? He say, y'all want flat tire over there, so what? You know the shorts, you know. Bust the trunk now. Y'all want spear in there. And you're like, oh my God, he's going to rob me. I'm okay. I have someone coming to help me. Time nobody now can help you. That kind of stuff. So you have to dip on the grub. You have to know the sweats. You have to know the moves. You have to know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's just like anywhere else in the world. If you're out of code, you're going to find out really quickly in any part of the world you go to. But because it's your culture, I'm encouraging you to stay with it. See it? Esther Fletcher says, don't trust anyone but your trust only in God Almighty, and He will keep you away from all evil plan against you. Yes, Esther, me hear you. Be extra careful on the road. Yeah. May I tell you, people stay away from there for too long. I had a period where I didn't go to Jamaica for a couple of years, right? And what happened to me is real. That's why I'm telling this to you. By the time it was time for me to book the whole booking a ticket process to go and everything, it was a nervous thing. I was just nervous the whole time. And then I had to like take deep breaths and I'm like, anxiety. Why am I so anxious? Because I had been paying too much attention to all the crime stories. Hey boy, what you do? Ooh, Kai. You want to go, mommy? Go, mommy. Go get your tablet. Daddy coming, okay? Only got a few more minutes. I love you. Yeah. So it was like an anxiety thing. And when I was going down all the time, it wasn't no anxiety thing. It was like, okay, time to go again. Boom, I reach on my yard. Right? So you travel so much, you start traveling with nothing. Because you don't need nothing when you get there. You got everything there already. That is how I want y'all to become. Like, get back in the groove, in the swing of things. I feel bad, man, when I see people that say they're not going back. Because I know what they're missing. And I know a lot of them have gathered resources, both up here and here. and they could be such an asset to our upliftment, and they rather not be there. They stayed away too long. They fell out of the culture, and it happens. You fall out of the culture. You start thinking I'm American. You start thinking I'm British. You start thinking I'm Canadian. You know, but me no want pass away and bury in anybody else land. I'm sorry, and I don't want to live out my days. I thank all these lands for their opportunities, for having me visit and exploit all their opportunities in these lands. But some roast breadfruit fry over in the morning with some ackee and saltfish, or just some callaloo and some cocoa tea and these kind of things. Me I talk about when the cocoa ball grate up and strain off, and you know you have to draw the cow breast to get milk out of straight from the titty and boil it. Like, I don't know about the store food and the box food and the it ain't for me. It ain't for me. You remember that story, right? Janet White. Somebody say, I want some good ganja to smoke and some roast breadfruit. I'm going to tell you about it. That the roast breadfruit don't even need nothing in the family, just like a butter upon the breadfruit when it's hot. Or you can get a fried fish to go with it, or so just some callaloo if you're not into meat and these kind of things. Like, I stopped in Jamaica one time and got some Rasta food from a Rasta man, and this is how the Rasta man this is his business, you know. It's a restaurant on the side of the road, but you can see how everything is being cooked, how your food is prepared. Heights of cleanliness is what Rasta was dealing with, you know. And then Rasta Makweno said Monday and Tuesday we don't work. We work but not yasso. We're up there so. And the man point to a big piece of land. The land stretch gone up on a hillside that is so steep. And this is the land that he's working and farming up. And it's from this land he has at the foot of the hill his restaurant. And everything in there come from this land. And the man a farm up the thing. As I don't get that here. I don't get that here. Brandon, real life situation. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Brandon says, what is it? A culture of violence we need real changes. That's the conversation that no one wants to have, Flo. And that's a big problem. Well, Brandon, we've been having that conversation for a long time, but everybody seems to feel comfortable just resting all the blame on dancehall music, because that's what the politicians tell you to rest the blame on, dancehall music. So I say to the people, all right, go on, rest the blame on dancehall music, see how far it gets you. Because you seem to think that dancehall music is what destroyed everything. Okay. You better open your eyes. You better open your eyes. Yeah, it's DJ Khaled's fault. It's oh man. Oh, you know what? The Observer recently did is it the Observer? One of them, I think it's the Observer, did an interview with DJ Khaled, and DJ Khaled is on there on the interview, and DJ Khaled says it. Watch this. DJ Khaled says in the interview, he says, because you know he got an album coming out, and majority of the videos off this album was filmed in Jamaica in different places and all this, and he brought down all the big names, Justin Bieber and the this and the Migos, and you know everybody came in, and Megan Thee Stallion, and he brought all these people, gathered them up, and all right. Anyway, he's doing an interview with the Observer, and he said, yo, and I'm telling you how I'm connected to Jamaica. Is just a special place, man. I don't know how to explain it to you. When God was making Jamaica, he like put his extra hand in it, did something extra. And a lot of people might think this is new for me, but I've been in contact with people, you know, this is decades of relationships that have been formed, friendship over decades that have been formed. People like Sizzla and people like Capleton and Buju. I've been knowing them people. Bounty Killer. He credited Bounty Killer for being the one to put him on. He said Bounty co-signed him when he was making less than $100 a week. He was a nobody, right? And Bounty was hot like fire. And Bounty co-signed him, and he thanked Bounty Killer for that. And Bounty Killer said, you know, Bounty is easy already. Bounty laugh. I said, yes, Khaled, we were rich in spirit. We wasn't rich in money, but we were rich in spirit. Now look at us today, right? Icon, and of course a multi-millionaire, extraordinaire, so on, so all this other kind of things. He got to the part in the interview where he asked the two interviewers. One was a white man, I don't know who him is, but him have a Jamaican accent. He is off the establishment, the hierarchy, wake this up. Khaled said, yeah, and there's some beautiful things going on here, man. Like Sizzla, to see over the years how he has transformed his community. Like he's talking about Bubble Hill, right? He's like, he built a library, he built a school for his community. He got real life education going on up there. You ever been there? Both interviewers, silence, nothing. I just started laughing. So I left in the comment section. I said, DJ Khaled knows a few famous Rastas. Okay? So he's oblivious to the fact that Rasta been under oppression since day one in Jamaica. The culture was fought out. Them used to find Rasta and trim them for no reason. They used to kick with them foot, take off them clocks, beat them down, bust them up, lock them up for no reason, just a bag of them lock up in a jail cell. You understand? Rasta had to run to the hills. That is how Rasta started living in the bushes. You know, I'm say, all right, I go isolate myself from Babylon. So I'm going way up this up. They still went up there and terrorized them. So Khaled is not, he doesn't know. But how shameful it is for like these prominent journalists and head of society people, for somebody like a DJ Khaled to come, sit in at Bubble Hill, and he's telling them that when me and Sizzla link up at Bubble Hill, the first thing we do is we gather in reverence and we pray. Pray. Now, Khaled is Muslim. Sizzla is a Muslim, but they pray in unison before any conversation starts. Just to know, say, a godly works are going to go on, see? And it's to benefit his community, not just himself. So Sizzla never scrape up his wealth and riches and run go live up so everybody can look and say, yo, that Sizzla big mansion up there up on the hill enough. He stayed among the people, and he is still very much helping the people in every way possible. That was so great, but has he ever been like highlighted like that yet? Yeah, them give him a award the other day, but has he ever been highlighted like that yet? And they couldn't answer the question had they been there before. So when you talk about cultural change that's needed, trust me, on a dance hall, I mash up the place. There's a certain part of our society that has always turned its back on the other part. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Rasta get burned out from a long time. And then, you know, what's the saying? The stone that the builder refused shall be the head cornerstone. So, from me, little and I grow, me hear Rasta say, stop eat up the whole heap of meat. I even remember one Rasta that lived where I used to live at. The Rasta used to say, all right, so since you can't stop eating the meat all the time, then how about you choose a little 1 day, 2 day out of the week where you don't eat no meat? You know what I mean? I said, us fruits and vegetables. I fast and go up on some juice, some healthy juice. Juice up some of them greens and drink them up. What was everybody telling them back then? I'm moderated people, them move from around here, so. Hey, Rasta, go ahead. Don't. Now, green juicing or juicing, fasting, vegan. Everybody are go vegan now. Everybody going juicing now. Everybody fasting now. Everybody are. They've been telling you that from way back then. See? They've been telling you that from way back then. Now fasting is a thing. Everybody want to fast or intermediate fasting and oh, because you get too big now and you have to lose some weight and you have to this, so you want to take off some pounds, so you have to stop eating meat now. No, them are telling you to make it a lifestyle. So colon cancer don't develop in your something, and these are kind of things. Too much meat in your belly and your prostate is getting messed up, and these kind of. Nobody was listening to Rasta. Diabetes no take you and you start lose limbs and these kind of things. Too much sugar in there something. We over there mix the drinks them sweet. Rasta said don't put no sugar in that, my lord. Squeeze the lemon in there, squeeze in the lime in there, and drink the bitter water with the lemon in it. Now everybody is slicing up lemons. Watch the pre. Now everybody has sliced up some lemons in their water because it's detoxing. That is what we're doing. I start telling that long time. Take out the sugar out and sugar and water and drink the water with the lemon. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the same people that they call mad for years, they're now having to imitate their lifestyle and pretend like they're getting it from somewhere else. Yeah, get it from Rasta. Rasta been telling you all these things. So I say, these are the things we need to look at. Like those that are here for our upliftment, our betterment, our longevity, our health and strength and wellness, not just physically, mentally as well. Rasta been not telling us the whole of meditation. Now everybody wants to meditate. Yeah? The world get too stressful for me now. I want to meditate. I just need a quiet corner. I need to zoom and focus on the word of the Lord or whatever you're focused on. Well, Rasta been telling you that. Go all a peace. Yeah? Stop running on material things. They fade away. Put in good works in the earth, like everything. Everything. You understand? Rasta equal morality, fam. Facts. We don't talk about some boy who have some locks on them head and live dirty same way. And we don't talk about rum ras. No, you have only rum ras about the place. See, we're not talking about them. For those who want to follow the order, they're there. They're disciplined and they're there. Yo, I'll bring you some run some rasta, I'll be a fireball, you know. Your energy have to be right to even be around, you know. Yeah, man. And they deal with love too. It's not no violence, not in of them thing. They deal with love, they deal with words of truths and rights. Right now, everybody live in a fantasy world. And truth has become lies, and lies have become truth. And you know, remember I told y'all the other day, I gave the example of how we accept and accept and accept until it's like I gave an analogy, use an analogy for the skirt. The skirt woman wear used to be long. It used to be ankle length, right? And then a group of women come and say, woman's rights. Woman dress how woman dress. So I don't want no ankle length skirt no more. I want my skirt on my knee. I'm not saying we should tell women how to dress. I'm just saying how we accept. I'm giving an example. And everybody accepted the skirt going from the ankle to the knee. The next person said, I don't want no skirt on my knee. That look like my granny something. So then take the skirt above the knee. Now the skirt is halfway up the thighs. What came with that? More men were able to see more of her body, and then lust multiplied. You understand? Lust multiplied. Not blaming a woman. You don't ever have a right to put your hands on a woman or even say anything derogatory to her. I don't care if she butt-ass naked outside. I fear her body, and unless she give you the right to come anywhere near it, touch it, you don't have no right to do it. See? So let's get that out the way. But watch the history of the skirt and how we accepted and accepted and accepted till the skirt got so short. You ever see them women that go outside and every 2 steps she have to pull it down, and 2 steps more and she pull it down, and 2 more steps and she pull it down, because as it ride up, you can literally see the 2 cheeks of the butt. So the skirt went from ankle length, and we've accepted it all the way till it turned in a body rider, till it turned in a pom-pom shorts, till it turned in a woman just out the door with 2 something on them nipple just to cover the nipple, and one little patch on them front to cover the pom-pom, and that's it. And them stand up out the road like that for real. Y'all have seen it. She not a carnival, but even if it was carnival. So we accept and we accept and we accept. Rasta never accepted any of that throughout all those accepting. Fire for that, Rasta. Burn it out. Yeah, you know, so the Empress needs to cover up her body, my lord. And if you come up here, so in this yard, yeah, she can't come here, so that's how we reverence. She can't come here, so my lord, in a that. See, you have to cover up our nakedness. Them kind of thing. There. Just simple cover up our nakedness. But, you know, we're geared towards, me don't want them kind of man there. That's our new generation woman. Me don't want them kind of man there. Come on now, tell me how to dress. Me, my body sexy, me want to show it off. All right, then, so we separate. Right? Fire extra. Extra. Hey, house bar, you have no sense. But yeah, big up to the stripper them. I don't have any, I'm not paying your bills, darling, and you can't call me and ask me to pay any of your bills. So you're not killing anybody and you're providing a service. Men out there will pay lots of money to see you take it off. So go ahead, swing a pole. Just don't drop and hurt yourself. Take it off. Do what you got to do out there. We all getting it, and we getting it in different ways. We all can't get it the same way, and me not look down upon nobody how they're getting it. I don't like people who degrade other people how they get their money, but yet tell if the people them stop what them I do and ask you for a dollar, you run to tell everybody how them broke and a beg before you even flick a dollar in their direction. You know what I'm saying? So big up to all the stripper them to yeah, me and I strip club too. I go to strip clubs. I mean I strip clubs. I haven't been to one in a while, but me like to go in there. Me like woman, me like see woman body. You know what I'm saying? Drug my wife in there with me. These kind of things. George Christopher, thank you. I appreciate you greatly. So the whole fake life thing, that the culture of that needs to change. We stopped being real a long time ago. A lot of us. We have accepted fake. We have accepted pretense. We have accepted, like Bujo said, upside down. The thing turned upside down. So it's not just a dancehall thing. It's a cultural shift that happened over time in Jamaica. And it will continue to happen and shift all the way to the wrong direction if something is not done. But we are in the process. It's nothing new. The generation before you, go talk to them. That's why it's important to bridge the gap. Talk to the elders. Hear what they got to say. And when I say elders, I'm not talking about no 90-odd-year-old. Yes, me I talk about them too. But I'm talking about if you're in your 20s, talk to those who are in their 40s. They're 20 years ahead of you. If you're in their 40s, talk to those who are in their 50s, 60s. They're half a decade to a decade and 2 decades ahead of you. Talk to them. Bridge the gap. You will find out that nothing is new. All this been going on. Original Explorer, I appreciate you. Thank you. Original Explorer says there's only one life. Get it how you do. Legally, if you can. If you're getting it illegally, I will say it like this. Be careful. That's all I can say. Be careful. If a man make up his mind to get it illegally, who am I to say? I'm just saying be careful and be ready to accept the consequences when you are caught. You know what I mean? But do your thing. Anyway, people, I gave you back the 10 minutes plus 3 minutes extra. So we're at 1 hour and 13 minutes over, and I started 10 minutes late. Big up on yourself. Thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. It's beautiful money-making Monday morning. And I say money-making Monday morning, motivated money-making Monday morning. Get up, get out, and go get you something. In the words of my granny, God do something before something do you. Not true? All right, productivity and progress is what we're dealing with. Glad to hear that little man, because I have a son that is close to that age. So glad to hear that little man was found to be okay and in one piece, because it could have been wasara, right? You know, sir, let me end the video by saying this. There are people out there who are hoping that it was worse. There are people out there who already gave their whole spiel of bad comments, and they're now hoping for something to validate it, so that when they found him dead, they would have been saying, see, I told y'all. So all praises to the Most High. It didn't work out that way. All right. And just be careful out there. Spread a little love around today. And of all things, love yourself. I'll catch you on the next video tomorrow morning, right here on SouFLoTV with Morning Thoughts. Spread the video, share it. Let people know that we're here so that you can have other people here with you as well. How can I get to you, Noel Harrison? I'm about to put in my information right here, right now, if that was for me. I'm assuming it was for me, like me are all importance. Like the people in the comment section, I talk to each other. So this is my business number. And this business number is exactly what it says, business. And if you're not calling about business, I've decided to stop being nice. So I'm gonna hang up on you. So please talk business when you call this number, please. All right. I have a personal phone and I have a business phone. My personal phone, my business phone. Business phone, red, fire. Call it for business only. So here's my business number. And if you can't hit me at the business number, hit me at SouFLoTV@gmail.com. All right. That's my contact right there. George Christopher, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. All right. That's my contact right there. I just posted it on the screen. I prefer for people to write to me on Gmail first, because no matter how many times I say it, people still call me. And I appreciate you greatly for saying SouFlo. Because I call for tell us that you're doing a good job, you know. A long time me I follow you on them thing there. But you can do that in writing. Let my business phone ring for business, please. All right. Blessings to each and every one of you. I'm out. Peace.